Greetings. Today we begin Daniel chapter 12. Our title for Daniel chapter 12 is Daniel's Prophecy of the End Times. We begin part 1 today. In section 1 we'll look at Daniel chapter 12 verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. Now Daniel chapter 12 turns our attention to the events of the end times, specifically to the 70th week of Daniel's prophecy and the events which will follow it. The literal says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, and thy people shall be delivered, every one that's found written in the book. Now let's notice and consider the phrase Michael, the chief prince. Michael is mentioned by name 3 times in the book of Daniel. This is the most of any book in the Bible. We find him mentioned in chapter 10, verse 13. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 21 days. But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, and I remained there with the king of Persia. Again, in Daniel 10:21, it said, But I will show thee that which is noted in the scripture of truth, and there is none that holdeth with me in these things but Michael your prince. And here in this verse, and at that time shall Michael, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. So Michael's relationship to Daniel and his people is stressed in these 3 mentions. First, we should note the meaning of the name Michael. It means who is like God. Daniel 10:13 states that Michael is one of the chief princes. This phrase chief prince from the Hebrew and Aramaic is the equivalent of the New Testament term archangel as noted in the book of Jude and verse number 9. There are in fact only 3 angels named in the entire Bible: Michael, Gabriel, and Lucifer. Hebrews 1:14 says, Are not they, referring to angels, not all ministering spirits, sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation? Now Hebrews 1:14 declares 2 important truths about angels. 1, they were created by God to be ministering spirits, and 2, God sends them forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation. Previously in Hebrews 1:5, it says, For unto which of the angels said he at any time, Thou art my son, with a capital S, this day have I begotten thee. And again, I will be to him a father, and he shall be to me a son. Again, when he bringeth in the first begotten into the world, he saith, And let all the angels of God worship him. And of the angels he saith, Who maketh his angels spirits, and his ministers a flame of fire. In the book of Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12, it says, For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Now, briefly stated, we can say that the Bible teaches that each one of these 3 archangels have 1/3 of the angelic host assigned in various ranks and orders under them. This would be the principalities of which Ephesians 6:12 references.